Here we go. All right. So today we're going to talk about, I'm going to ruin it for you, how to stay top of mind with past clients. And it's writing newsletters. And I think most of us know that we should probably be writing emails or reaching out consistently to past clients. And today I'm going to show you how to do that. And it's simple, it's automated, and it's designed to keep those relationships warm so that when people are looking to do whatever real estate transaction, that they remember you and hopefully you get another deal out of it. And so the traditional approach, the problem I see over and over, and that I've personally have experience, and luckily I've gotten more consistent, but AI has helped so much. Like we try to do newsletters the right way. Like we'll buy the software, whether it's like MailChimp or something else. We'll mess with the templates of the software. We try to sound smart and relevant to what's going on. And all of that can take us like 2 to 3 hours a week every time or a month, depending on how often you send those out. And the best case scenario is the newsletter goes out once in a while, but worst case is we just get busy and it never goes out at all. And when follow up becomes hard, it starts to get postponed. And then when it gets postponed, the database starts to go cold. And then once the database is cold, the referrals for our past clients are going to go somewhere else. And so the shift is staying top of mind. It shouldn't depend on our like motivation and our creativity or memory, especially with AI. When follow-up is automated and relevant, it becomes super easy. And then we start to get more consistent, and whatever's consistent is relevant, and people start to think about us and start to send us business. And the system I want to show you today automatically sends it actually can do two different types of emails. One is a clear value. Um, Thing I always trigger the raised hand thing. The clear, valuable market update, what's going on in the market in real estate. And then the other one is a personalized things to do this weekend type email that gets sent out based on your borrower's or your client's zip code, which is pretty nice. And both of these, they run in the background and you can edit anything you want. And so once it's turned on, really it requires like not an hour or 2 or 3 hours of your time to stay on track and on top of things with it. And let's see. Yeah, let me pull up a quick demo. Um, to get access to this, you have to have access to my marketplace. And at the end of this, I'll have a QR code and I can send you an email as well that can get you access to the whole thing. But once you get in here, once you basically create a login, there is this newsletters button. If you click on that, you'll see the two differences. This has mortgage news. I think I'm signed in as a loan officer, it might say real estate news, and then there's the things to do. And so I want to show you the mortgage news. I can't show you an example of this. This is newer, so I haven't sent one out. The things to do, you'll upload your database, and if you have their zip code, then you can put it in. And so like the cool thing on this call is I'm licensed in Arizona and Utah. Andrew's in Utah. And so it's not like they're gonna get Arizona or Mesa information. They'll get whatever. So if I put in um, Andrew, I don't even know. I'm going to assume you're, let's just say Provo because that is when people think of Utah Mormons, they think of Provo. And I don't, what's a zip code in Provo? Let me look it up real quick.
That's offensive. 84065. That's
Okay,
Riverton.
let's switch this up. Well, not the state of Riverton. You probably have a lot of pride there. Here we go. So it's going to send me an email, and then I'll show you what this looks like on my side. You guys can still see my screen. Hopefully you can see my email inbox popping up here. I know I sent myself one earlier today. Here we go. Weekend fun. So this again is like the things to do part. So the cool thing is it'll put in your company letterhead, things to do, and then what's going on in Riverton. And so if we click into this, these are also like my brand colors. And so if you put in your brand colors, it'll pop up for you. Um, Escape. What is this? The Best Journey Tribute Band. All right. I didn't know this was going on, but and you can even click on here. And I think this is connected to, oh man, what is there's there's an online software. Is it Eventbrite? I think a lot of these are connected, oops, to Eventbrite. Jordan Landing Kids Mini Tarts class. I don't even know what Landing Kids. What does that mean? Is that Neaters? Another Mini Tarts class. What's a Mini Tarts class? Okay, that's the same thing, it looks like. Anime con, cosplay, K-pop. So it's just cool things that are going on local to the area, in that. I don't think this is really like salesy or anything on real estate or anything like that. But they have the two newsletters, so that's kind of the fun things to do on the weekend, and then more of the updates. And then the nice thing about both of these is if you have people in your database, they're like, hey, Alan's not going to want that. Let's not send that out to him or whatever. You can toggle them off, and I think they can even let me look in here. There's probably a way to unsubscribe in here, or if they, are upset. We obviously we don't want to offend anyone. We're just trying to stay top of mind. But this is like an easy, simple way to do that. I know for the Mortgage News Daily, and I think for this one as well, what it will do is it will send you like a draft before the thing is sent. And so you can always update the draft. I've seen tutorial videos on this where you can update the draft if there's like an email. I like to do a monthly mortgage update. And so if there's like an email or a video that you want to include in there, you can always include that video as well. So that's kind of the tool. And then something I'm always working on is these presentations for realtors. I want to improve, so I have this survey. So if you click here, you'll get an email that'll show you how to sign up and get the tool and access to it. There's also a survey to let me know what other tools you're interested in. I'm committed to doing these webinars twice a month. And honestly, I have a lot of ideas and a lot of great tools, and it can be overwhelming. But if there's like something that you want help with or whatever specifically, there's also a link in there to schedule like a one-on-one appointment with me if you want to go over any of the tools we've talked about in detail or in depth or kind of get the tutorial or just kind of get things going. I would hate for you guys to learn about these tools, but then not implement them. So that's it. And then